At this level, time isn't measured in hours, but in opportunity cost. Before the world awakes, they already know what's happened, what's moving, and what must be countered.
Every intake is calculated. This is not about enjoyment, it's about fueling sustained cognitive performance.
The clothes are armor, carefully chosen not for comfort, but for the psychological advantage they confer.
The logistics of their life are a military operation, delegated to an army of highly skilled professionals.
This is the moment the market reacts, before the open bell. The first call is often the most important, setting a trajectory.
Their journey to work is not subject to the chaos of the masses. Time is the one non-renewable resource.
The price of extreme success is the constant presence of risk. They move through a permanent safety bubble, secured by specialists.
All clear.
The morning rituals are the final pieces of mental armor. Now, fully prepared, physically optimized.
The altitude of the office reflects the scope of their influence. They don't hire employees, they acquire strategic talent. The core work is the continuous assessment of risk against return. Much of the real negotiation happens not in shouting, but in silence.
Ambitha. Philanthropy is not just charity. It is impact investing, managed with the same rigor as any business venture.
Their operating environment is years ahead of the curve, utilizing proprietary AI.
When crisis hits, the first response is immediate, ruthless damage control. Panic is a luxury they cannot afford.
Their empire knows no borders. The business day is a 24-hour cycle.
Lunch is never leisure. It is the arena of the soft negotiation. Here, high stakes are discussed over low voices.
Their life demands perpetual motion. The residential portfolio spans continents.
This perfect operation is run by a dedicated visible army. Their role is not servant.
The superyacht is the ultimate expression of control. It is a sovereign nation on water. They measure distance not in miles, but in hours. The cellar is managed like a specialized hedge fund. Rarity, vintage, and provenance are factors in a liquid asset strategy.
True wealth is not about today's balance sheet. It is about dynastic continuity.
The education of an heir is a proprietary curriculum, blending global economics with geopolitical history.
Health is the ultimate defense against the unpredictable. Through proactive diagnostics and proprietary medical team.
Cuisine is tailored to maximize energy and cognitive output. The personal chef is a nutritionist, artist, and strategist.
At this altitude, value is relative. The 9-figure purchase is not about need, but about acquiring ultimate scarcity. The true cost is in the customization. These vehicles are not transportation. They are moving sculptures. A true status watch is a portable investment, a masterpiece of engineering.
Luxury property is a high-stakes competition. They acquire not just land, but exclusivity, control, and
The private island is the final retreat, a sanctuary from surveillance and obligation.
Gifting is a finely tuned diplomatic tool. The value of the object is often secondary to the weight of the gesture. For the world's elite, lines and cues simply do not exist. Wealth is the master key.
Their visual brand is relentlessly controlled. The stylist is the architect of image. The environment communicates influence before a word is spoken. These interiors are constructed realities.
The scale of their operating budget defies ordinary comprehension.
Citizenship is a commodity, purchased for access and flexibility. Multiple passports grant them political and tax optionality.
A simple weekend trip requires a full logistical ecosystem. The travel crew ensures that the entire machinery of their profession.
Their possessions are a substantial logistical challenge. The requirement is simple: total preparedness.
Upward prospect. Jet lag is a performance drain they cannot tolerate. Through highly personalized medical interventions,
Every location is instantly transformed into a fully redundant command center. The business engine never sleeps, and neither does their access to critical data.
opulence.
Their itinerary always includes carefully curated diplomatic engagements. The strategy is designed for maximum anonymity. They operate through private entrances, secret tunnels, and controlled access routes. The vast ranges of their aircraft demand complex logistical planning. Fuel acquisition and routing are managed with. Their plans are fixed only until the next opportunity or crisis appears.
True influence is measured by the scarcity of access.
Every potential interaction must be rigorously filtered.
These gatherings are deployment zones for strategic alliances.
Their public narrative is an engineered, calculated act.
Political giving is the acquisition of future access.
Fame provides validation. Wealth provides the funding.
The most intense judgment comes from the rival who wants their seat.
Secrecy is the foundation of their private world. The public profile is a product, concealing a private isolation.
Sleep is not surrender. It is a critical performance phase. They engineer every minute of rest using data to guarantee peak cognitive function upon waking.
Their mental acuity is their ultimate weapon. Constant training ensures the brain handles immense complexity. The pressure is immense, but the response is disciplined. Specialized techniques are employed to instantly zero the mind.
When money is no object, the true quest is meaning. They seek non-financial counsel.
Death is viewed as an engineering challenge. They fund proprietary research, investing massive capital into biotechnology to extend the lifespan of their own operating system. Connectivity is a constant drain. Structured, scheduled periods of absolute digital silence are required to cleanse conscience. The psychological toll of ultimate wealth is unique. The anxiety of maintaining dominance requires intervention and strategies. They have everything, yet they constantly fear the fall. Their identity and wealth are digitized assets. Every minute is categorized by its energy requirement. The schedule is a living blueprint, ensuring maximum output.
They invest in ideas that shape future policy. Think tanks are instruments of subtle influence.
Education is the purest form of future control. By funding universities, they embed their influence into the very curriculum that will guide tomorrow's leaders.
They don't just collect history, they curate it. The private museum is a personalized monument.
Only private capital can move at this scale. Climate initiatives are a form of governance.
For some, the Earth is no longer enough. The private space race is the ultimate display of capital deployed. The name etched in stone is the final, non-negotiable step.
The greatest project is the handover. The next generation is trained not to spend a fortune.
Even with everything achieved, there remains a singular, unsolved equation. These are not just vehicles. They are rolling masterpieces of engineering and history.
The pursuit of the finest bloodline is a sport of kings.
With resources unlimited, the final frontier is the unknown. They fund private expeditions to conquer challenges. The auction house is the ultimate arena of ego. The thrill lies not just in the acquisition, but in overpowering.
The passion for flight extends beyond the modern jet. Restoring vintage aircraft connects them to a legacy of
Owning a team is the ultimate ego fulfillment. It's the ability to command public passion and participate in the high-stakes narrative of competitive victory.
They escape the digital noise in meticulously prepared wilderness. The hunting lodge is a fortress of restored energy. The palate, like the portfolio, must be challenged. They commission culinary artists to craft singular experiences that exist outside the public domain.
Sailing regattas combine physical mastery with financial might.
The cost of absolute control is absolute isolation.
The ultimate freedom is the ability to simply leave, to lift above the world's confines and view its complexity.
With all material needs met, one question endures. What is the purpose of this insurmountable accumulation, and what more is there to pursue?
A single decision from the top creates seismic waves. Their choices instantly shift the landscape for millions.
They are not observers of the future. They are its investors and builder.
Genuine connection is the one thing money struggles to buy.
They curate the history that survives them. The final narrative is painstakingly managed.
Their existence is the sharpest point of the global economic pyramid.
The focus is already on the handover. The wealth is merely the fuel. The ultimate legacy is the generation prepared to command the empire after them. And then, the day ends. The machine rests, only to begin again tomorrow.